warm welcome to you wherever in the world you may be. We're at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata for the first match of the 2025 Indian Premier League. Glad to have you with us this evening as cricket returns to the ULTRASPORT Network. We covered the Big Bash League in Australia when it took place this past December and January, and now we move to India as the Kolkata Knight Riders get things underway with Royal Challengers Bengaluru, the away team winning the toss here, and their choice will be to bat. Set to get underway here. Once again, thank you for tuning in this evening. For those of you that may be unfamiliar with our cricket coverage, this is going to be a 5-over match, and it's self-explanatory. 5 overs in each innings for each team, and also 5 wickets as part of that rule set. So just laying out the rules, as this is going to go all the way for a boundary. And what a way to start off the 2024 Indian Premier League. It is Faf du Plessis, the South African, setting it all the way for 4 runs. So we take a look at this once again. Mitchell Starc, the opening bowler for the Knight Riders here, a member of the Australian national team. Next delivery here, du Plessis goes towards offside once again. Will be picked up at third man. And it goes after the stumps. I apologize, by the way, for any technical difficulties that may be experienced during this match. Rajat Patidar is going to be on strike now for RCB. Du Plessis with a single on that last delivery, as Starc comes in once again. And this will not go very far. Goes toward forward point. Halfway through the first over now, RCB with a run rate of 10. And this was heading towards the center, towards the stumps. Picked up between mid-wicket and mid-on. And du Plessis back on strike as RCB get another single. Towards offside, bowled by Starc once again. And this will go to the keeper. No run there as we wait the final delivery of over number 1. He will connect here, and it will manage to go all the way. RCB none for 10 at the end of the first over of this match and the first over of the 2025 Indian Premier League. We are well and truly underway now in what is undoubtedly the world's most recognizable cricket competition. World famous cricketers coming and playing in this tournament from all over the world. We have Rana in now for the Knight Riders. Mitchell Starc, as I mentioned, member of the Australian national team, playing in the World Cup, playing in test matches with them. So this is very high profile what we have here, and even starting to spread to other parts of the globe. There's a South African league, and there's also a league now in the United States, Major League Cricket, which both have multiple teams named after IPL franchises. Knight Riders and Mumbai Indians among them. As we see this replay, Patidar sends it away to the boundary. 10.50 the run rate. As Rana comes in for the next delivery, it'll bounce at the midpoint of the pitch, and it goes away towards fine leg. Once again to the boundary, 4 runs. We'll see this again here. Again, if the sound has gone out for you momentarily, we apologize. Experiencing some technical difficulties on this broadcast tonight, but we hope they will be remedied, as this will go racing away, and it's going to be 3 in a row for Patidar. 12 runs from 3 balls as he sends them away to the boundary. Let's take a look at this once again. 4 down, 2 to go in over number 2 here. RCB currently none for 22. And this will be quickly stopped. That's silly mid-on. Close to it anyways. Patidar 13 runs from 7 deliveries, and this will make it 17 from 8. RCB none for 26 at the end of the second over, as it is sent away to the boundary once again to a round of applause here at the Eden Gardens. Aurora now into the attack, the right arm fast medium bowler for KKR. Faf du Plessis is going to be back on strike. 9 runs from 4 balls for him so far. And the first delivery going towards offside, picked up around gully to get over number 3 underway. It'll go racing away, and I don't think anyone's going to catch up to that. 4 runs. Du Plessis sends it all the way. Momentarily waves to the crowd at this historic venue as we take a look at this once again. 12.86 the run rate currently for RCB as they hit 30 runs. And this will be picked up a third man. It won't be actually, he's dropped it, and this is going to be at least 1. They are going to stay where they are. Patidar will be back on strike as the Royal Challengers get a single at the halfway point of the third over. Yorker there. Goes back to the keeper, has not gone very far. Aurora conceding 5 runs in the over so far. Again, another far delivery. Goes past point and gully. And that'll be just 1. Du Plessis will be on strike to finish out the over. Connects magnificently. It's going to bounce and will race away to the boundary. RCB none for 36 at the end of the third over. As we take a look at this once again, the sound of the bat you can hear there. You knew that that was going to go a long way, as Sunil Nareen will now be in for KKR. The right arm finger spin bowler. First spin bowler to come up in this tournament. Again, glad to have you with us for this opening match of the 2025 IPL. Oh, he's hit that magnificently, and that will go all the way. 6 runs. It hits the fence as it goes over the boundary, and he just stands there looking proud as we take a look at this once again. 60 meters off that maximum. Patidar now 24 from 12. This has gone past the keeper. Can they catch up with it? Yes, it is stopped and picked up. Goes back to the keeper's end, and it's going to be 2. Halfway through over number 4. 44 runs so far for RCB. IPL famous and in some circles infamous for its high scores. As this goes for 1. Du Plessis back on strike, facing down the spin bowler here. Went towards offside. He connects, and that, I think, has got into the grandstand. Beautiful, beautiful maximum. And we're going to see that again. It is a half century for the opening partnership as well. We're not going to see that again. I apologize. A half century for the opening partnership. They've managed to survive this long without a wicket. And as I said that, I felt, oh, maybe I'm going to jinx it. But 4 overs gone. Royal Challengers Bengaluru still none for 51. 6 balls to go in this innings as du Plessis and Patidar hope to survive the whole thing. Patidar sweeps through. It'll go over the boundary. 6 runs. Good start to the over as the umpire signals for the maximum. We take a look at this again. He just steps through, manages to make contact, and 61 meters later, 6 extra runs for RCB. 13.68, the run rate here. He wound that one up, and that will go to the boundary. Royal Challengers cross 60, and this is going to be quite a lofty total for the opposing side to beat. Let's take a look at this once again. When he stepped up like that, you could tell he had put a bit of extra energy into it. Patidar with 37 runs from 16 balls, an incredible total here for him. And it'll stay along the ground, but find its way to the boundary once again. And you can see the look of dismay and frustration on his face. Halfway through over number 5, 14.44, the run rate for the away side, as Patidar will send this towards the boundary again. Can it be? No. Stopped just before it goes all the way at deep forward square leg, and this will be 2. 43 runs from 18 balls for Patidar here with 6 boundaries. If RCB end up winning this one, he'll certainly be named man of the match, as this will... It's stopped just before the boundary by Mitchell Starc, and he will send this to the bowler. And now RCB on the doorstep of 70, with the last delivery of the innings coming in now from Chakravarthi. Can they get 70? No. Final total, no runs, no wickets, I apologize there, and 69 runs. We'll be right back as our coverage of the Indian Premier League continues here from Kolkata. So the opening partnership manages to survive the whole thing in this opening match of the IPL. Faf du Plessis, 24 runs from 10 balls. Rajat Patidar, 45 from 20. Incredible performance here this evening, but now KKR, the Kolkata Knight Riders, will hope to beat that score. And it's going to be no easy task. Phil Salt will be on strike to open up the innings, as Josh Hazlewood will be the first bowler for RCB. KKR started with an Australian bowler in Mitchell Starc, KKR, and RCB doing the same thing here. Hazlewood and Starc, both members of that aforementioned Australian national team, who 2 years ago won the World Cup. Oh, he got him! What a way to start off the innings. Phil Salt dismissed on the second ball. He swings and misses, as you can see here. It makes contact with the stumps. Salt out for a duck. His time the crease over before it even began. Venkatesh Iyer will come in now. 1 wicket, no runs. Quite a contrast from RCB's performance. And if Hazlewood's feeling ambitious, he could put this away rather quickly, perhaps. 70 runs from now 27 needed for Kolkata. And he's going to stand right in front of the stumps. Lucky that he managed to connect here. And it'll be the first run here as the ball goes towards deep extra cover. Sunil Nareen, who we previously saw bowling, will now be on strike. 2 balls remaining in over number 1. KKR will really need to pick up the pace here if they want to have any chance of beating RCB. And I say pick up the pace with no pun intended. 1 for 1 as Hazlewood comes in for his last delivery. It's going to be a short one. It's caught by the keeper. Is it? Yes, it is! Given! Two wickets in the first over. What a night for RCB, and this might be a bit questionable. We'll see it again, because he did look to stay in the crease. But it's going to be ruled an out, and Sunil Nareen out for a duck as well, along with Phil Salt. And I was joking about Hazlewood ending this quickly, but I remind you that, as I said at the beginning of this broadcast, these 5-over rules mean 5 wickets as well. So KKR have already had 2 batsmen dismissed, 3 more, and this one's over. We could have a quick finish here to the opening match of the Indian Premier League. And there was an incident in the Australian Big Bash League a couple of years ago where I believe it was the Sydney Thunder only scored 15 runs. And I question whether or not we're going to see a similar situation here as this is sent away to the boundary. RCB have had a great defensive start in this innings. We'll see if they can keep it up. Siraj bowling at the moment. Venkatesh Iyer in the crease. He sweeps through and will send this away to the boundary once again in the region of third man. And now perhaps KKR starting to find their groove, find their rhythm. And they may have some hope of survival. I mentioned earlier, IPL known for its high scores, also known for big moments, boundaries, unbelievable, huge sixes that just, they fly into the grandstand or in some cases out of the stadium altogether. And we haven't seen much of that so far, but who knows what will happen. These matches oftentimes come down to the last few balls, so who knows, maybe we'll see a dramatic finish here tonight in Kolkata. Iyer continues to stand right in front of the wicket, right in front of the stumps. He's really lucky that he's managed to connect all this time, because that would certainly be an LBW. Pandey is going to be on strike, and he'll send it to the boundary for 4 off the first ball he faces. Went towards offside on the delivery, as we see again here. 2 dismissed, 3 remaining here for Kolkata, and they won't end up with the same fate as the aforementioned Sydney Thunder, because they've now made it past 15. But the catch will be made by the keeper, and it will be given! And the celebration beginning for RCB. We'll take a look at this once again. Keeper's in the right place at the right time, and the umpire makes the decision. Manish Pandey is dismissed. He faced 2 balls and scored 4 runs, had that 1 boundary. Shreyas Iyer will come in now as Reece Topley will bowl for RCB. KKR 3 for 18 now. And 52 from 18 needed. It's not looking good for the home side here tonight, but Venkatesh is going to send this to the boundary. Once again, I remind you of these 5-over rules. If, or I should say, there are only 5 wickets allowed. If 5 batsmen are dismissed, then the innings is over. So we could see that being the finish here tonight, because RCB have managed to take some wickets here, and I don't think, if I'm being honest here, it's going to be a very, very difficult thing for KKR to catch up. They're going to be halfway through after this one, as Shreyas Iyer will send it almost to the boundary. It's just stopped at deep fine leg and connecting with the stumps as the home side scores 2. And there you see Shreyas Iyer, who is currently in the crease with, currently on strike in the crease with Venkatesh Iyer. And they're not brothers, by the way, although you may have thought that. They just have the same surname. This will go to the boundary. As you see, members of the crowd holding up those 4-run signs. Here's a look at the replay. 29 runs, 41 from 14 needed. It's not looking good at the moment for the Knight Riders. Sent away. 2 fielders chasing after it, and the stop will be made at deep forward mid-wicket. 1 delivery remaining in the 3rd over. Can be picked up at fine leg, short fine leg, and eventually picked up closer to the pitch. 3 overs gone. Harshal Patel now in for RCB. KKR, 3 wickets, 32 runs, 2 overs remaining. The required run rate is 19. Oh! This is gonna go all the way! Well, that's how you do it. What a way to start off this 4th over. And that right there is what the Knight Riders need. If he can keep that up, perhaps the home side will have a chance of winning after all. As we take a look at this again, it just goes straight on. No catching that. 105 meters on that maximum. Question is, can he do it again? This will go towards offside. He still connects, and it will be 6. And now KKR starting to find the rhythm they need. As we will see this once more. And now it begs the question, can he get 3 in a row? They might have a chance after all, ladies and gentlemen. 26 from 10 needed. And the short delivery has done the trick. It will not leave the 30-yard circle here. Halfway through over number 4 as RCB look to lock down a victory in the opening match of the 2025 Indian Premier League. 26 from 9 needed for KKR. This went towards offside, past the stumps, but it will still be 4 as Shreyas Iyer connects. And we see this again. Just managed to make contact. Hits it at the right angle. And to the boundary it goes. 22 from 8. Boundaries are what they need here. Boundaries and maximums. There is no other way around it. They get 3 sixes. That'd really help them. They'd need 4 runs then. As the final delivery of the over comes in now. KKR 3 wickets, 48 runs with 6 balls remaining. And so, as it has been many times before in the Indian Premier League, we will have a dramatic last over ending in this opening match between KKR and RCB. Again, 22 from 6 needed. You can see it there on the scoreboard. Venkatesh is going to stand right in front of the wicket. Can it get over? Yes, it has! 6. And some hope now for KKR that they can pull off what will be an incredible comeback victory. 69 meters on that maximum. 16 from 5. He stands in front of the wicket again and hasn't managed to get anything here. 4 boundaries would do it here. 16 from 4 needed. 20, both men in the crease here. 25 runs from 10 balls. It's a half century for the partnership, and this is only going to be a single. So now you've got to hope for maximums, and then either at least 3 runs on one of these. Shreyas Iyer will have the match on his shoulders, and that will be all. We see this again, the swing and miss that in other contexts may seem irrelevant, but it has cost KKR the victory and the match here. 15 from 2 needed, which is impossible, and this is almost going to go wide, but not quite. It is a win here for Royal Challengers Bengaluru, and it will be a win by 15 runs. We thank you for tuning in to the opening match of the 2025 Indian Premier League. RCB defeating KKR at the Eden Gardens as we say goodbye and good night.